And to a new outbreak of severe weather right now in the Midwest. Day 3 of a multi-day threat. More than 120 million people now in the path of potentially dangerous storms. Iowa battered again this afternoon. A large section of Illinois, including Chicago, bracing for tornadoes. Meteorologist Rob Marciano is in Maple Park, Illinois. Rob.
Hey, good evening, Matt. Well, just look what the winds from yesterday's storms did to this building on a vineyard about an hour west of Chicago, where they had winds gusting over 80 miles an hour. But what the workers here described to me to be was likely a tornado. You can see with this sort of destruction, it probably was. There were 16 other reported tornadoes yesterday, damaging wind reports, over 300 of them across 10 states. And that severe weather outbreak continues today.
Severe weather continuing to rock the Midwest. Heavy rain and wind sending debris flying. Parts of Iowa getting pounded for a second straight day. In Des Moines, a man was killed after a tree broke apart and fell on him as storms passed through. The storm system ripping roofs off buildings, dropping damaging hail, and bringing severe flooding. Strong winds forced these Little Leaguers to scatter after a softball game in Comstock, Michigan Wednesday, and sent this lounge chair flying in Chicago, where winds topped 85 miles per hour. 12 miles away in Stickney, Jasmine Scott said the roof came off her building, and half the residents in her condo association are seniors.
We can replace the roof. You know, we can't replace people.
Winery owner Joe Brandonizio says one of his workers tied himself to a water trailer to keep from being blown away when a powerful storm blew through the Maple Park, Illinois area Wednesday.
I saw the debris fly up and spin around. I got down in the basement. I told the staff to get down there.
Brandonizio's team members were okay, but they'll be picking up the pieces of his farm in the days to come. So will residents of Corning, Iowa, where wind gusts reached up to 80 miles per hour at the height of the storm.
It's just unbelievable, the damage of trees.
This destroyed building, by the way, is less than 2 years old, so a bit of a heartbreak there. And adding insult to injury, we're in the middle of another tornado watch tonight. So the last round about to come through, and this one means business from eastern Iowa through much of northern Illinois, including Chicago and Milwaukee. Individual supercell thunderstorms that could produce tornadoes will likely accumulate into a line and then become a little less potent overnight. But until 8, 9 o'clock tonight, it's going to be quite dicey. Then it gets towards Pittsburgh and the I-95 corridor tomorrow, which you have your own batch of intense thunderstorms tonight. You'll get another round of intense thunderstorms tomorrow, some of which could be severe, fed by the heat and humidity. Temperatures tomorrow are going to be at least 90 degrees in some of the bigger cities. It will be very, very warm and humid, and feeding those storms, cooling off and calming down once the front comes through. But until then, it's going to be pretty dangerous. Matt?
Rob, thank you.